So, I don't know if you noticed yesterday, I'm not really an awards guy, but the Pro Bowl selections came out, and that's, we find out how good all these players are, and Baltimore had 12. Boy, Lamar Jackson, oh my. He has 11 teammates who are unbelievable. He's got a Pro Bowl a running back and a Pro Bowl right guard and a Pro Bowl tight end and a Pro Bowl fullback and a Pro Bowl left tackle and a Pro Bowl kicker and a bunch of Pro Bowl defensive players. And then the Pro Bowl votes came out for Seattle's Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, he has one. And he doesn't get a throw to him or hand to him, and he doesn't protect him. It's Bobby Wagner. He's on the other side of the ball. They're probably not even barely in the same locker room. That's interesting. Most valuable player. Now, I've always felt when they created the award, a bunch of people sat in a room and the word valuable was important. The word most wasn't, and the word player wasn't. Because there's a lot of awards. The key word when all these people, men, women, sat in a room was, what's the key word in the middle? Valuable. It's not most improved player. We've got that. It's the most valuable player. So what does value mean? Value to me, and I take pride in this in what I do, the inability to replace somebody easily. It does not MPP, most productive player, not most talented player. It's not what the awards are. It's most valuable player. Howard Stern to FM radio. He left, dried up. How's Cleveland been since LeBron left? Dried up. How are the Niners for about 4 years after Harbaugh left? Embarrassing. Those were Howard Stern, LeBron, Jim Harbaugh in the NFL. Unbelievably valuable. Okay. Russell Wilson, one Pro Bowler to support him. Lamar Jackson's got 11 guys, 6 offense and special teams to help him. Now, I get that Lamar's a better story, and writers who vote on this stuff love stories. He's fun, he's exciting, he's unique, he's fresh, he's new, he's highly productive. But the word is valuable. Baltimore without Lamar Jackson, there's a lot of quarterbacks you could put in there. That's a pretty talented team. He makes them better. That's not the argument. Seattle's a bad football team without Russell Wilson. And they are now the number 1 seed in the tougher conference. The inability to replace you. Who in God's name in the NFL? Aaron Rodgers has, we always argue that he doesn't have any talent. Aaron Rodgers has more. Kansas City's got 6. Baltimore's got 12. Folks, what Russell Wilson's doing with the 31st best pass blocking line, below average special teams, defense is 27th in total yards, 29th against the pass. I mean, outside of a couple of decent running backs, guy's got nothing to work with. There's a huge difference between talented. J.J. Watt, to me, was talented. But the Texans are in first place again without him. Blake Griffin, to me, was super talented. Clippers are better since he left. Pistons still stink with him or without him. There's a lot of athletes that are talented, and there's a lot of athletes that are productive. But how valuable are they? I'm not saying Lamar isn't valuable. But it's called most valuable player. I don't think there's anybody close. In fact, there's 3 players in the last decade in the NFL that, to me, are just more valuable than any player. And it's not Tom Brady, because they won 11 games when he left. Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. I mean, what's the Seattle Seahawks franchise story without Russell Wilson? I'm from there. You know what it is? A lot of losses. And, man, remember Steve Largent? That's the franchise. That's the franchise. No, it's not Pete Carroll, because Pete Carroll was there for 2 years and went 7-9 and 7-9. Well, Richard Sherman, well, he left, and they're the number 1 seed in the NFC. The word valuable is the word everybody struggled in the room to come up with when they named this award. Because they have most blank player in other sports, and there's other words. Valuable? 1 Pro Bowler? Other guys got left tackle, left guard, kicker, running back, fullback. And, by the way, although not Pro Bowlers, way better receivers. Just saying, I know he's not the cool story. Do you know Russell Wilson? Here's a pretty good story for you. is the second leading passer rating guy in league history. Never received one MVP vote. 8 years. I think that is a pretty cool story. All right, let's shift to this. Report. Steelers were among teams Odell Beckham encouraged the trade for him. Ooh, that stings a little. So now the 4 teams that have been rumored to be after him, or he's been rumored to be interested in, are New England, Pittsburgh, Seattle, and the 49ers. What do they all have in common? Great coaches, and they win. Odell Beckham, folks, wants to win. He didn't put the 4 biggest markets. He didn't put the 4 teams with the most cap room. Odell Beckham's like, I want to win. I want to win games, so I want to go to New England. By the way, New England doesn't pamper stars. Odell's not looking to be pampered. He's not. Pittsburgh's defined by Big Ben. He doesn't even want to be the biggest star on the team. Seattle, way up there in the Pacific Northwest. He doesn't have to be in Paris, New York, or L.A. And the 49ers. I mean, they don't even have their stadium in San Francisco. All 4 have in common, wants to win. Not a drug guy, not a crazy in-season guy. He doesn't fight with coaches. He didn't get in arguments with. He's I want to win guy. He's Randy Moss. He's a little needy. A little needy. Wants a little attention. I get that. I'm Odell Beckham Jr. today. I demand a trade. And here's why. Because Odell Beckham Jr. is the only NBA player, at least the first, in the NFL. He's global. Most NFL players go to American colleges. They're domestic. NBA guys are global. They come from Germany. They come from France. They come from Spain. They come from out of the country. NBA is a global league. Mostly the NFL is a domestic league. OBJ is a global star. He has double the Instagram followers, double of even guys like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. He's also the first NFL player to get an NBA sort of shoe deal. He's the NFL's first NBA player. And what do NBA players do? They're like, I'll take a little less money. I want to go win. Do you think Anthony Davis is happier now that he's taking a little less in L.A. or making more money and losing in New Orleans? Think Paul George now is a little happier in Los Angeles? Yeah, AD got a couple of weeks of pushback, and Paul George, boo, I can't believe you left us, boo, but nobody cares because we embrace NBA stars, the Miami Heatles, that take a little less because they want to win games. Kevin Durant, okay, I'll take less. You can have Andre Iguodala in Golden State. We don't really punish athletes when they take less money when they want to win games. In fact, I think we hate them more when they just go for the money and don't care about winning. That, to me, is ludicrous. I mean, I get wanting money, but once you get up to $300 million, what's it matter? You want to win games? You want to sit home and watch playoff games? Odell Beckham has told you, the 4 rumored teams, Seattle, 49ers, New England, Pittsburgh, he wants to win. He's not asking to go to media centers. He's not asking to go be the highest paid. He didn't ask for the guys with the most cap space. He's just looking for guys well-coached, win games. Mike Tomlin, Pete Carroll, Kyle Shanahan. That's what he's asking for, consistent winners, and Cleveland doesn't. And, so when I look at this, I don't think even Cleveland would hold it against him. I think he should demand a trade. I think he should go to the general manager, John Dorsey, and if John says no, then go public and be a little uncomfortable. Cleveland needs offensive line help, not weapons help, so Cleveland can get offensive line help. They're not going to find it all in the draft, and they need 3 new offensive linemen, maybe 4. So if it's not going to hurt his brand, it's kind of on brand. He's an NBA guy. He's a star. We get that stars move. This is on brand for him. It's not off brand. This would be off brand for, wholesome Tom Brady or wholesome Eli Manning. This is on brand for him. It would be weird for Drew Brees to demand a trade because we link him to New Orleans and Russell Wilson to Seattle. Outside of Cleveland, everybody would get it. And Cleveland's been so bad for years that we don't really hold it against people, even LeBron, for leaving. We really don't. Cleveland did. We really don't. OBJ, you're the only NBA player in the NFL. Demand a trade, privately first, public if they say no. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.